all, welcome to Java tutorial. In this video, we are going to have an introduction about Java and understand some of the common terminologies. While moving to the introduction to Java, Java is widely used high-level object-oriented programming language. It was originally developed by Sun Microsystem in the early 1990s. Later, Sun Microsystem was acquired by Oracle Corporation. It was designed with the principle of write once, run anywhere, which means Java code once compiled can run on any platform that has compatible Java virtual machine. We will see more about Java Virtual Machine soon in this video. Before going to further details, let's understand what is JDK, JRE and JVM. JDK, JRE and JVM are some of the common terms that we often hear whenever we hear about Java. Moving to JVM, JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. It provides a runtime environment in which Java bytecodes can be executed. Okay, wait. What is Java bytecodes? Well, we only know about the Java program that we have written. No? Then from where does this Java bytecode comes? Bytecode is the intermediate representation of Java source code compiled by the JavaC compiler. This might have created a confusion, but don't worry, we can clear it up. Consider we have written a sample Java program. Whenever we write a Java program, we need to save the program with .java extension. Consider here we have written a sample Java program and we have named this file as sample.java as .java extension is mandatory while we save the program. Now sample.java program now. The next step is we have to compile and execute the program in order to have the result. So first is compilation. Now compile the program. In order to compile the program, we use the statement javac sample.java. Javac is the Java compiler tool. When you execute this command, compiler will attempt to compile the sample.java source file. If the compilation is successful, that is, there is no syntax error or any other issues in the sample.java file, this command will produce a bytecode file which is named sample.class. This .class file contains the bytecode representation of the sample class, which is an intermediate form of code. This bytecode is an intermediate form of the code that the JVM can understand and execute. So, after writing a program, first we have to save the program. We have saved the name program as sample.java. We have used the extension .java because .java extension is mandatory whenever we save a Java program. After saving the program with .java extension, we compile the program. We compile the program using the statement javac sample.java. While we compile the source code, we get another file which is a bytecode file named sample.class. It is having the extension .class. This file is having bytecode representation of the code, and this bytecode representation of the code is an intermediate form of code that the JVM can understand and execute. This is about compilation, and the next is we have to execute the code. In order to execute the program, we use the command java sample, where Java is a command line tool provided to launch the JVM. When we execute the command, the JVM attempts to load the sample.class bytecode file and run the main method defined inside the sample.class. Every Java program will be having a main method, and this main method will be the entry point for every Java program or Java application. So, while we run this code or while we run the command java sample, we don't need to specify the .class extension. When running this command, it looks for a .class file with a given name. If the sample class does not contain the main method that we have mentioned before, we will be getting an error. That's all. So in short, using JVM, we can run the compiled bytecode which is created by compiler during the code compilation. The we hear about Java is platform independent. That is why we said before it is having the principle write once, run anywhere. How this principle is achieved? It's because of JVM only. JVM makes Java platform independent, but JVM is platform dependent. Don't get confused, I will make it clear. That is, whenever we write a Java program, we only need to write it once. For example, if I write a Java program in my Windows OS, but I need to run it on the Linux OS or Mac OS, so I don't need to write it again. Rather, when we write a Java program, we compile it. We said earlier, after compiling, we get a bytecode. This bytecode is same irrespective of whether you compile it, whether it is on Windows, Linux or Mac OS or any other platform. This bytecode will be same and this bytecode is platform independent. JVM is platform dependent and there is a specific JVM for Windows, another for Linux and so on. And each of these JVMs know how to interpret and run the platform independent bytecode on its specific OS. So after we get a bytecode file, we can take that bytecode file to Linux system or Mac OS provided we have JVM installed on that system. JVM will interpret or compile this bytecode to run it natively on that system. Okay. Next is JRE. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. It is used to provide the runtime environment. It is used for running a program but could not compile one. If we are having a JRE installed system, we can run a Java program, we could not compile one. Because if we are having a compiled file, that is, we are having the .class file which is having the bytecode, it can run on any device having the JRE. Because JVM is part of the Java runtime environment. This JRE is a software tool which is used to provide runtime environment for Java application. JVM is part of the JRE, and once we write a program and after compiling the program we get a .class file which has a bytecode. This bytecode can run on any device having the JRE. It is having JVM plus set of libraries and other files. Next is JDK. It is an acronym for, JDK is an acronym for Java Development Kit. It is software development environment which is used to develop Java application. It contains JRE and other development tools. JDK provides users with features to run the Java application as well as develop Java programs. This is all about JVM, JDK and JRE. I hope it's clear for you all. Thank you for watching. We can see on the next video where we will see how to set up, how we can write a Java program in our system. Okay, thank you. Bye.